Hannibal Mejbri's redemption, from United outcast to Burnley's midfield maestro. In the unpredictable world of football, few stories are as compelling as that of Hannibal Mejbri. Once hailed as one of Manchester United's most promising academy talents, the Tunisian midfielder's career has taken a winding path since his €5 million move to Old Trafford in 2019. Now, at Burnley, Hannibal is finally showcasing the talent that made him such a coveted prospect, playing a pivotal role in the Clarets' promotion push and reigniting hopes of a Premier League return. From Old Trafford to Turf Moor, a journey of resilience. Hannibal's time at Manchester United was a mixed bag. After joining the club's youth setup from Monaco, he made 13 senior appearances, scoring a memorable goal against Brighton in September 2023. However, his progress stalled during a disappointing loan spell at Sevilla, where he struggled for minutes and failed to make an impact. Last summer, United decided to cut their losses, selling Hannibal to Burnley for an undisclosed fee. For the 21-year-old, it was a chance to reboot his career, and he has seized the opportunity with both hands. Hannibal's impact at Burnley, a key cog in the machine. Under the guidance of Scott Parker, Hannibal has become an integral part of Burnley's midfield. The Clarets are enjoying a stellar season, sitting third in the championship with just 2 defeats in 32 matches and a remarkable defensive record of only 9 goals conceded. Hannibal has featured in 26 of those games, contributing 2 assists and earning plaudits for his energy, technical ability, and tenacity. His standout moment came in the FA Cup against Southampton, where his perfectly weighted pass set up Marcus Edwards for a late winner, sending Burnley into the 5th round. More recently, he delivered a commanding performance in a 2-0 victory over Watford, completing 96% of his passes and creating a key chance. These displays have endeared him to the Burnley faithful, who have described him as a player with bags of potential and a fan favorite. The dark side, controversy and discipline. For all his talent, Hannibal's fiery temperament has often landed him in trouble. His time at Burnley has been no exception. In September, he sparked outrage by goading Leeds United fans after a 1-0 win at Elland Road, a moment that highlighted his combative nature. That fiery streak resurfaced on New Year's Day, when he was sent off for a reckless stamp on a Stoke City player. The incident drew a scathing response from Parker, who accused Hannibal of letting the team down. "He's let us down today. He's let the team down. He's let me down. He's let the staff down," the Burnley boss fumed. While these moments of indiscipline are a cause for concern, they also underscore the passion and intensity that make Hannibal such a unique player. A fan favorite in the making. Despite his occasional lapses in judgment, Hannibal has won over the Burnley supporters with his commitment and flair. His performance in the derby against Blackburn Rovers earlier this season was a particular highlight, with fans praising his work rate and creativity. As one supporter put it, "He's got that bit of magic in his feet, and he's not afraid to put in a tackle. He's exactly the kind of player we need in this league." The road ahead, a Premier League return. With Burnley firmly in the promotion mix, Hannibal could soon find himself back in the Premier League and facing his former club, Manchester United. For the Tunisian, it would be a chance to prove that United were too quick to give up on him. At just 21, Hannibal's best years are still ahead of him. If he can channel his aggression and continue to develop his game, he has the potential to become a top-tier midfielder. Whether that future lies at Burnley or elsewhere remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Hannibal Mejbri is a name to watch. Conclusion. A tale of redemption. Hannibal Mejbri's journey is a testament to the resilience and determination required to succeed in football. From the highs of Old Trafford to the lows of Sevilla, he has faced setbacks and criticism, but emerged stronger on the other side. At Burnley, he has found a platform to showcase his talent and rebuild his career. As the Clarets push for promotion, Hannibal's performances will be crucial, and if they succeed, he may just get the chance to show Manchester United exactly what they've been missing. Manchester United's FA Cup journey continues. 5th round date, Confirmed Manchester United's quest for a third consecutive FA Cup final appearance remains alive, but the path to Wembley is far from straightforward. After a nervy and controversial victory over Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City in the fourth round, the Red Devils have been handed a home tie against Marco Silva's Fulham. The clash, set for Sunday, March 2nd at 16:30 GMT, promises to be a stern test for Ruben Amorim's side, who are desperate to salvage something from a turbulent season. A narrow escape against Leicester United's progression to the fifth round was anything but convincing. Manchester United identify Alejandro Balde as priority target. Manchester United have reportedly identified Barcelona star Alejandro Balde as a priority target for next summer, as per Spanish outlet Fichajes. The player is valued at around £42 million, but Barcelona could demand more than that to sell him. United are currently in financial difficulty, and they need to raise funds by selling their stars to add new faces. Therefore, Ruben Amorim's side are ready to sell Alejandro Garnacho. He is an academy graduate, and his sale will hand Man United the full profit, so they are willing to let him leave to seal the Balde deal. Balde is an attack-minded left-back, so he would be able to play in the LWB position seamlessly. The Spaniard is still just 21, but already has ample experience at the highest level. He has been playing a key role in Hansi Flick's starting 11 this season, making 7-goal contributions and keeping 4 clean sheets in all competitions. Balde is a talented player and possesses the potential to reach the top. Therefore, he would be a shrewd acquisition for Manchester United if they purchase him. However, he has had injury problems in recent times, so Amorim's side need to be careful about that before making a move for him. It is going to be interesting to see whether the record Premier League champions eventually go for him to reinforce the LWB position ahead of next season. Manchester United take on Tottenham Hotspur this weekend, but Ruben Amorim, in his press conference ahead of the away game, discussed the issues facing the club. Our biggest problem now is Tottenham, and we know that in this moment at the club, I have to understand all these problems. But that problem in our club is not new, and we already knew that, and all the rules of fair play, and we have a problem at the moment. But that cannot influence the team and the way I prepare for the next game. So my focus is on that, and not on the other things. Here it is simple. To do something, we need to sell players. My focus is to prepare the game because we cannot do this now, as the window is closed. We need to focus on the games that we have, especially the next one, and then in the summer we will see. This is a club with a lot of pressure. In this kind of club, you have to almost have like a base of a team to put in younger players that have come from abroad, that come from a team with a strong base, that can help them with dealing with that pressure. In that moment, we do not have that, and it is also really hard on them. You feel it in Dorgu. He was a little bit nervous in the first moment, but if you are playing better as a team and you have a strong core, that can help cope with this, and when we are winning games and are strong in the games, like it was supposed to be at this kind of club, it will be more easy for this kind of players to be free and play their football. Football is like that, and when you reach that level, you have to cope with pressure, and sometimes they go to other clubs, and they are free without the pressure and they play better. I don't know. Liverpool and Manchester United express interest in Daniel Vivian. Liverpool and Manchester United are reportedly interested in signing Athletic Bilbao defender Daniel Vivian, as per Spanish outlet Fichajes. After joining the Basque club back in 2016, the 25-year-old made his first team debut in 2021 before establishing himself as a key player in recent campaigns. The Spaniard displayed promising performances in La Liga last term, keeping 12 clean sheets in 33 appearances. He even helped his side qualify for the Europa League by finishing 5th in the league. As a consequence of that, he was called up to the Spain squad for the European Championship, and won this competition last summer. Now, Vivian has continued to display impressive performances this season, scoring 3 goals and keeping 6 clean sheets in 18 La Liga starts thus far. Fichajes state that having been impressed by his recent eye-catching displays, Liverpool have registered their interest in signing him as a potential replacement for Virgil van Dijk, whose current contract will expire at the end of this season. Vivian has a contract until 2032 with Ernesto Valverde's side, so they are in no rush to let him leave just yet. But the defender has a £34 million release clause in his current contract. Manchester United are also interested in signing the Spain international as they want to hire a new centre-back following Lisandro Martinez's recent serious injury. Moreover, Atletico Madrid are plotting a swoop for him as well. Vivian is 6 feet tall, centre-back, and is comfortable playing out from the back. Moreover, he is good in the air and is efficient in defensive contributions. He is set to enter the prime stage of his career. Therefore, this would be the right time for him to take the next step. Liverpool and Manchester United want Brentford winger. Liverpool and Manchester United could go head-to-head to sign Brentford winger Bryan Mbeumo at the end of the campaign, according to The Athletic. The Cameroon international has had a fine season with several goal contributions, and he has been tipped to leave the Bees this summer. Liverpool see him as a potential replacement for Mo Salah, who could walk away on a free transfer when his contract expires on June 30th. The Red Devils consider him as an option to bolster the right wing and right wing back departments under manager Ruben Amorim. Both clubs have already made contact with the player's entourage, but it won't be easy to prize him away from the Bees during the summer. Brentford are expected to demand a club record fee for the attacker. It could be much more than the £40 million paid by Al Ahly for Ivan Toney at the start of the season. Arsenal are also admirers of the 25-year-old ace. Barcelona star responds to Manchester United and Aston Villa transfer interest. Barcelona midfielder Fermin Lopez revealed that he was entirely unaware of interest from other clubs during the January transfer window, insisting that his intention has always been to remain in Catalonia. Lopez has had to fight for his place in Barcelona's first team. As recently as 2023, the sprightly Spaniard was playing in the third tier of his nation's football pyramid while on loan with Linares. Xavi Hernandez included Lopez in Barcelona's preseason squad that summer, where he impressed enough to earn a competitive debut last term. He has not looked back since. A fringe member of the Spain setup which won Euro 2024, Lopez scored 8 league goals last season and already has 5 across all competitions under Hansi Flick's guidance. Adept at crashing into the box from midfield, the 21-year-old reportedly attracted interest from Manchester United and Aston Villa during this year's winter window. Both Premier League outfits were thought to be willing to pay around €70 million for Lopez, only to be resoundingly rebuffed. Interest from any teams was news to Lopez. "I wasn't aware of the offers," he told Sport this week. "I knew I wanted to be here, but it is comforting that the club didn't want to listen to them and wanted me here in the new project." Barcelona would have been able to generate pure profit on any sale of Fermin, given his status as an academy product, a financial boost, which would have helped a club with well-documented economic issues. But the powers that be in Catalonia clearly have faith in Lopez, who doesn't take that for granted. "I don't know what to tell you," the attacking midfielder gushed. "I'm a hard worker. I'm always available for the team, and Xavi, Deco, and now Hansi are helping me and giving me confidence to show my football. I'm very grateful to them." A last-gasp header from Harry Maguire, shrouded in controversy due to a potential foul in the build-up, secured a 1-0 win over Leicester. The performance, however, left much to be desired, with United once again struggling to impose themselves at Old Trafford. For Amorim, the result was a reminder of the fine margins that define cup football. While the Portuguese coach will be relieved to keep their FA Cup hopes alive, he knows that significant improvements are needed if United are to overcome Fulham and continue their defense of the trophy. Fulham, a familiar foe. United's recent history with Fulham offers both encouragement and caution. The Red Devils have already beaten the Cottagers twice this season, but both victories were hard-fought and far from convincing. On the opening day of the Premier League campaign, Joshua Zirkzee's late winner handed Erik ten Hag's side a 1-0 victory, setting the tone for what many hoped would be a successful season. The reverse fixture at Craven Cottage in November was equally tense, with Lisandro Martinez's deflected long-range strike proving the difference in another narrow 1-0 win. The two sides also met in last season's FA Cup quarter-finals, in a match that will live long in the memory. Fulham appeared to be on course for a historic victory, leading 1-0 with just 15 minutes remaining. However, a dramatic collapse saw Vivian and Aleksandar Mitrovic sent off, paving the way for a stunning United comeback. Bruno Fernandes scored twice, either side of Marcel Sabitzer's strike, to secure a 3-1 win and send Old Trafford into raptures. The stakes. A season-defining opportunity for Amorim, the FA Cup represents arguably the best chance of silverware this season. With Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham already eliminated, United are among the favourites to lift the trophy. However, Fulham will be no pushovers. Marco Silva's side have been impressive this season, sitting 7 points above United in the Premier League table. With players like João Palhinha, Andreas Pereira, and Raúl Jiménez in their ranks, the Cottagers are more than capable of causing an upset. Amorim will need his team to raise their game significantly if they are to progress. Recent performances at Old Trafford have been underwhelming, with United struggling to dominate opponents and create clear-cut chances. The Portuguese coach will be hoping for a repeat of last season's dramatic comeback, but he knows that Fulham will be out for revenge. Key battles, where the game will be won. Midfield control. Fulham's João Palhinha has been one of the Premier League's standout midfielders this season, and his battle with United's Casemiro or Kobbie Mainoo could be decisive. Winning the midfield battle will be crucial for both sides. Defensive solidity. United's backline has been shaky at times this season, and they will need to be at their best to contain Fulham's attacking threats. The return of Lisandro Martinez, if fit, could provide a much-needed boost. Clinical finishing. Both teams have struggled for consistency in front of goal this season. The side that takes their chances is likely to come out on top. Amorim's challenge. Restoring belief. Amorim's tenure at United has been a mixed bag so far. While there have been glimpses of progress, the team's inconsistency and lack of identity have frustrated fans. The FA Cup offers a chance to build momentum and restore belief, both on and off the pitch. A deep run in the competition could also provide a platform for Amorim to implement his ideas and build towards next season. However, failure to overcome Fulham would only increase the pressure on the Portuguese coach, with questions already being asked about his ability to turn United's fortunes around. Conclusion. A chance to shine. As United prepare to face Fulham, the stakes could hardly be higher. For Amorim and his players, it's an opportunity to keep their season alive and take a step closer to Wembley. For the fans, it's a chance to dream of another FA Cup triumph, a reminder of the glory days that feel increasingly distant. Fulham will be no easy opponents, but if United can rise to the occasion, they have the quality to progress. The question is, can they finally deliver a performance worthy of the famous red shirt? Ruben Amorim's approach at Manchester United. A new era of professionalism and change. Recent insights from the Manchester United dressing room reveal that manager Ruben Amorim has adopted a markedly different approach compared to his predecessors, Erik ten Hag and Ruud van Nistelrooy. The Portuguese coach is reportedly maintaining a professional distance from most of the squad as he prepares for significant changes this summer. This reserved stance contrasts sharply with the more personal relationships cultivated by his predecessors, reflecting Amorim's methodical and pragmatic style as he navigates a challenging season at Old Trafford. Ten Hag's tenure, bonds amidst tensions. Erik ten Hag's time at Manchester United was a roller coaster of achievements and challenges. Known for his gruff demeanor in interviews and a no-nonsense approach to management, ten Hag frequently clashed with high-profile players such as Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho. However, despite these publicized tensions, the Dutchman was respected for his ability to forge strong bonds with certain players, particularly those he brought to the club or developed from the academy. Ten Hag's influence was particularly evident in the development of Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo. Both academy graduates flourished under his guidance, playing pivotal roles in United's FA Cup triumph over Manchester City last season. While his tenure ended on a sour note with his dismissal in October, Ten Hag left behind a legacy of loyalty and player development that resonated with many within the squad. Van Nistelrooy's brief but impactful stint. Before Amorim's arrival, Ruud van Nistelrooy served as interim manager for 2 weeks. Despite the brevity of his tenure, Van Nistelrooy left a positive impression on the squad through his excellent man management skills. Players appreciated his approachable nature, with senior figures like Casemiro reportedly valuing their interactions with him. Van Nistelrooy's personable style provided a stark contrast to Amorim's more reserved approach, highlighting the varied leadership styles that have shaped United in recent months. Amorim's reserved approach, a strategic choice. Ruben Amorim stepped into the managerial role at Manchester United in November, during a turbulent period for the club. Known for his success at Sporting CP, where he led the team to 2 Primera Liga titles and multiple domestic cups, Amorim arrived with high expectations. However, his tenure so far has been marked by struggles on the pitch and a deliberate effort to maintain professional boundaries within the squad. Amorim himself has acknowledged that his mid-season arrival has hindered his ability to build deeper connections with players. Sometimes, that detail is really important, he explained. Pre-season, spending 3 weeks together, creating something new. It's really hard to win without that feeling. The Portuguese manager emphasized the importance of time and shared experiences in fostering team cohesion, something he hopes to achieve during United's upcoming pre-season tour in America. This professional distance appears to be part of a broader strategy as Amorim prepares for an extensive squad overhaul this summer. Reports suggest that he is intentionally avoiding close attachments with most players due to anticipated departures and arrivals during the transfer window. However, exceptions exist. Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Dalot, both Portuguese internationals, are said to share a natural camaraderie with their compatriot manager. Challenges on the pitch. Amorim's tenure at Old Trafford has not been without its challenges. His preferred 3-4-3 formation, which brought him success at Sporting CP, has struggled to yield results at Manchester United due to the squad's limitations in adapting to its high-intensity demands.